Where do we all stand with love? Where do we all stand with love? Take your love, spread it out. Just spread it. Take your love, spread it out. When do you want to be in love with life, in love with you, in love with things, in love with me, in love with love, in love with love? Take it down and make it love. That's the way you want it, baby. Take it down and take it down and make it love. Love is it. Love is it. The Sasquatch people are nothing if not profound. My journey with them has been taken in baby steps and just charted out so beautifully and so detailed, so meticulous, so magical, so beyond words. And, I speak about energy a lot. And that is probably the main connection that they want to establish between us and them, is to get to know them on an energetic level, more so than on a physical level. But, communication comes in so many ways. And of course, the stick glyphs, or the glyphs in particular, whatever they're made of, are one really, really special way that I particularly love. And it's been a way that has opened up avenues of communication with other people as well. It's amazing to actually think that we can communicate with another race of human, or mostly human, humanoid type beings, and have this communication going back and forth. Now, of course, there's the energy communication, the mind speak, in its many varied ways, and all that. We spoke about that, but the glyphs are unique, the glyphs are very cool, and the glyphs are personal to you. And I'm always amazed at where they show up, at your doorstep, in your backyard, or across the road in the little park, where I've had so many profound messages of late. And this one is one of the really, really great ones. So I was headed to the store to deliver some mail at the post office, and I cut through my little wooded area on the way. And I didn't see too many obvious changes. It looked like it was pretty dead. Not a lot of activity of any kind, whether it be kids or Sasquatch. And then I noticed this amazing glyph that just absolutely blew my mind. I mean, just look at it. There's the Arch of Protection. Look at the tiny little Y propped up in front there, just leaning up against that other peel stick. Look at how on top of the arch there's an A, and the stick on the left that also forms the X on top of the A, it's just placed there. Just placed there perfectly. And really, if you look down at the bottom of where that stick that makes the A is placed, at the bottom of it, it juts out to the right from the main stick of the arch and makes a little open triangle. Subtle little details. Little bud. I mean, look at that. Amazing. And look at the little greenery in there. So thoughtful. So anyway, I was really excited and I was thinking, why didn't I bring my camera? So I hurried to the store, bailed my packages off, cut back again through this little park, wooded area, saw that everything gratefully was still the same, and it was right in the middle of a path. So I was really thinking, my God, am I going to be able to get back in time to film this? But I did. But as I was approaching it, I saw a man in his big yellow lab, and they were standing virtually right over this cliff and a couple other ones that I'll talk about in a minute. And I thought, oh my God. And it was because I really wanted to make this video. But by some miracle, and I was really praying that this cliff was going to be intact because it's so revealing, it was not touched. And there was also another cliff beside it, which I'll show you now, a little bud signature. And then just beyond that, a few yards, was another open triangle little bud signature with an X, obviously placed. So pretty obvious and pretty good signs of who the perpetrator I shouldn't say perpetrator, that sounds like a crime, who the creator of this beautiful message was. And I would have to say it was my friend Little Bud. Now, the second glyph that we're looking at here, I gotta admit, I'm not sure if it was there when I initially saw it, when I initially passed through and saw the first two. And you would have thought I would have seen it because, I'm kind of paying really close attention at that point, but I can't say either, but in any event, there it is. There's the message, the open triangle, the X, friendship welcome from Bud. And just amazing. But I was so excited about this because I wanted to share with everybody, basically just what happened, because it's not unique, but it's kind of laid out in such a way that hopefully you can see exactly how magical and just how this communication works, and the potential maybe for you to have something like this if you choose. Now, ironically, and I am going to go back today and see if by some miracle this glyph is still there. When I initially went there, took the pictures with my camera when I went back, I took a few videos, and I took a video live explaining this glyph and my thoughts on it. But for some reason, that video is gone. Was it a camera malfunction? I don't know. I have had funny things happen with cameras and videos and pictures. Perhaps it was something sensitive in that video that somebody or someone did not want seen. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. But in any event, how magical is that? How magical is this? It's something I wish for all of you. And really, the connection is realized through respect and through your heart. So that's where it starts. And just keep that all the way through your interaction. And, you can't trick them in any way. They can read your heart, your intentions, your thoughts. So just be honest and be true. And that's the best advice I can give to anybody, because they will see who you are. And yeah. Really, really blown away by this. And if this beautiful glyph is still intact by some miracle, because it's practically, almost in the middle of a path, which, speaks to the fact that it couldn't have been there long when I first saw it. But let's not get into the time thing with them. But you get my meaning. So if it's still there, I will film it, and it'll be part of this video. If not, there you have it. So I did end up going back, and the glyph was changed. It might have been kicked by somebody walking by, but it almost looks like they changed it. It looks like they made another X and a few other subtle changes that did not, to me, look random. Now, I made a video of that as well, explaining it and my thoughts on the changes and so forth. And for some reason, I can't find that video either. Go figure, eh? Sometimes sensitive stuff is just not to be shared, I guess. And sometimes sensitive stuff is to be shared. I don't know, exactly who's following me, from video to video, but if you recall, I was talking about, daily affirmations and asking the universe to grant you an abundance of wealth or health or love or wisdom or whatever. And, and I was saying how, things actually seem to take place and changes happen when you're doing that. And so, I was just shopping with Sue, and I actually just came back here. I didn't have my camera. I just came back, 15 minutes out of my way. Came back because this is so important to me, and I wanted to share it with you. Because this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, this connection. And, I don't even know if this is Sasquatch, but this is a universal thing. And like I said before, I've mentioned, it doesn't really matter who leaves it. It's still an answer. It's still an answer, and you still recognize it as such. So I was waiting for Sue to get out of Walmart, of all places, and doing my daily affirmations. I'm just walking along, just right here, right as we are here, and just as I'm doing them, I happen to look down and look at what is there. I mean, that just can't happen like that without some magic going on now, can it? Look at that. Look at that beautiful little glyph. AX. Probably the sign I recognize more than any other. And, I've come to realize, talking to Sue and just thinking about it myself, I'm getting my camera soaked, that it really doesn't matter, like I said, who leaves it. It's still an answer. It's still the universe answering you. And this is actually quite magical. And I got to get out of here before I ruin my camera. Universe thing, and these answers are really picking up. So the wife and I, once in a while, for recreation, once in a blue moon, we'll drop $50 and we'll come to the casino and have fun. Anyway, so here I am in the parking lot, and I'm walking in, and I just had to go back and get my camera that was in the truck, because I have to get a picture of this. It just shows you that the answers that the universe is giving are just everywhere. Now, as I went back to the truck, car pulled in, so it's kind of partially covering it. But here, I'll show you what I mean. And check this out. Sue and I were just walking by here, and we saw this. Now, look at that. That is amazing. And I'm probably, people are looking at me and thinking, what in the hell are you doing, buddy? But look at that greeting there. Beautiful glove. Love is all you need. It's in the heart, you see. Oh, it's harmony, and make it with love. I don't want to say what came to know my heart was wise, but it happened overnight. let your heart be kind.